Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about 15 ways to build confidence. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, suffering, struggle, loss, and found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion. Confidence is one of the most important qualities you need to have in order to get ahead in life. However, being confident doesn't mean that you're always positive and upbeat. Confidence comes from within, and it's something that cannot be shaken. I will show you 15 ways to build confidence. Number 1, know yourself and accept your flaws. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The first step to building confidence is to realize that you are more than your mistakes. You are unique and your flaws make you who you are, and to accept those flaws. Number 2, create a goal. Confidence is built one step at a time. It's not a result, it's a process. But the good news is, confidence is something you can build over time. You can become more comfortable with yourself, your surroundings, and your abilities. You have goals, you have dreams, but do you have goals that inspire you? Goals that make you feel strong, confident, and capable? Do you have dreams that feel within reach? It is built by taking actions that make you feel good about yourself. The best way to feel confidence is to set goals and challenge yourself and stretch you, but that you're able to achieve. When you bring down a big goal into a series of smaller goals, it becomes more achievable. Number 3, being prepared. Confidence is a weird thing. It can lift you up when you're down, but it can also make you feel awkward and exposed when you don't feel prepared. The good news is that confidence doesn't just happen, it can be built. You've had days when you're not sure what to say or do. You feel like your confidence is fake or hard to build, but that's all a misunderstanding. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's not something that just falls out of the sky. It's one thing to ask for a raise, but if you want to get really bold, you can ask for a promotion. Or even better, ask to be put in charge of a new area of the company. You might be surprised at how much attention a statement like this receives. Number 4, gratitude. It's hard to be happy when you don't feel like you're living up to your potential. But it's much harder to feel like you have potential when you don't acknowledge all the ways you've already accomplished something. This is where the magic happens. When you're able to look back on your life and feel grateful for the lessons and experiences you've had, you build confidence. The 4th step to building confidence is to build your gratitude muscle. The more you consciously choose to be grateful, the more you build your confidence. Start by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. A grateful attitude is a great place to start your journey towards building confidence. You're a hard worker. You show up early, stay late, and make a genuine effort to contribute. You've always given your best and you never quit. But no matter how hard you try, it seems like people just don't appreciate it as much as you thought they would. You feel like most people, you've been on the receiving end of a confidence boost or 2. Maybe you heard a speech or saw a talk on social media that inspired you and wanted to improve your life. Or maybe you read a book or an article that made you think differently about your life and your goals. The point is, we all need a little nudge in the right direction sometimes. Number 5, exercise. There are many ways to build confidence, but one of the best ways is through exercise. Exercise can be acting from taking a walk, playing a sport, but the key is to do something that you enjoy. The benefits of exercise are numerous, but the most notable is the way it boosts your self-esteem. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, which make you feel good about yourself. Release tight muscles when you're tense. It can be really hard to move your body. But if you can't release your muscles, you'll be able to move more freely and feel better all over. At the end of the day, you are the only person who can determine how confident you are. But the more you exercise your body and mind, the stronger your sense of self will become. Take up a new sport, join a class, or take a hike. The activity can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be, as long as it helps to build your confidence. Number 6, dress good and have a straight posture. When you think of confidence, what comes to your mind? For many people, it's the image of a confident person, like a leader, a CEO, a president. But confidence can come in many forms and is often expressed through our appearance. How we dress and groom ourselves can say a lot about our confidence. When you're confident, you feel comfortable in your skin and exude an air of assurance. You can build confidence by focusing on the positives in your life. For example, when you dress well, you feel good about how you look and behave. Your appearance has a profound impact on how you feel about yourself. When you dress well, it communicates to others and yourself that you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. It's also a quick and easy way to boost your confidence. When you put on a sharp outfit, you feel better about yourself, which makes you behave and feel more confident. Take a moment to stand in front of a mirror and focus on your posture. If you're like most people, you focus on what you don't have. That's your erect posture. But you have to start somewhere. So start by focusing on what's right. That's your upright posture. Notice how your posture affects your body language. Focus on yourself. Take a moment to check in with your body. How does it feel to stand up straight? What parts of your body do you notice moving? Number 7, focus on yourself. Reward and celebrate your progress. Being confident can be a difficult process. For some people, it comes naturally, while others need to work hard to achieve the same level of self-assurance. No matter which camp you fall into, there are ways you can do to build your confidence. One of the best ways to start is by focusing on yourself. It is something we all want to, but few of us are able to achieve it. We all want to feel confident in ourselves and the things we do, but oftentimes we find ourselves unable to do so. This is because we focus on the things we don't have instead of the things we do have. When we focus on our strengths and build on them, instead of dwelling on our weaknesses, we are able to build confidence. The truth is that building confidence isn't something that happens overnight. It takes time and effort, but it can be a transformative experience and has a significant impact on your life. In the long run, it's worth the effort. It feels good to be confident. Number 8, think positive and go out with positive people. One of the best ways to build confidence is to spend time with positive people. When we surround ourselves with positive people, it becomes easier to be positive too. The not so secret to happiness is being around positive people. The key is to actively seek them out. Confidence is a funny thing. It can be built and lost in the space of a few minutes. It can also be built and lost in the space of a few hours. No matter how small or large, confidence is something that can be cultivated. It is built in small increments and lost in large amounts. You can't build confidence by sitting at home on your laptop all day. You have to go out and meet people and be yourself. The more you are yourself, the more confident you'll become. If you're lacking in the confidence department, then you've probably had a lot of negative comments passed your way. Maybe someone told you that you sounded silly or that you were speaking too quickly on the phone. In any case, if you're lacking in the confidence department, then you know how hard it can be to hear those comments when you're feeling down. But if you change the way you think about these things, then you can start turning those comments into positives instead. Number 9, smile. You're probably used to seeing confident people with big smiles on their faces. It's pretty hard not to smile when you feel good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to be nice to other people, and you're more likely to speak up and share your opinion. Confident people are nice to be around. You smile more often. You feel less inhibited. Number 10, complete small tasks and stop procrastinating. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. There are all sorts of ways to build your confidence, but the best way is to finish small tasks. It is built through small, continuous acts of bravery. The more you do something, the more comfortable you become. The more comfortable you become, the more likely you are to keep doing it. And the more you do it, the more you build confidence. You've probably heard the advice before. To build confidence, you have to do things that make you feel uncomfortable. But like any good advice, instead of trying to force yourself to do things that make you feel nervous and scared, learn to recognize the warning signs that you're about to get stuck in the procrastination habit and take action before it's too late. You'll find the more you do these smaller things, the easier it becomes to face the bigger challenges in your life. Number 11, build a new skill. In many ways, learning new skills helps develop confidence. Skills learn to have applications in many areas of life. Learn to tell time, do math problems, read a book, change a tire, fold a sheet of paper, make a budget, do a household chore, make a meal, bake a cake, paint a picture, organize a room. I have always found working towards something you want to do a confidence builder. As we grow older, we all find the world more complex and so many more things to learn. Number 12, reading books. Reading is one of the best ways to expand your mind and learn new things. Reading can take many forms, from learning about a new topic to an inspirational quote to a fictional story. Reading can be a lot of fun, so make sure to find some fun books to read. If you want to learn how to build confidence, the first thing you should do is read. Read books about building confidence. Read books about getting over shyness. I read books that will help you learn how to talk to new people. Reading not only gives you ideas about how to build a confidence, but it also gives you a model to follow. Reading about how other people have been successful in the past will give you ideas on how to improve your own confidence and behavior. The more you read, the more you build your vocabulary, and the more you receive and understand what you're reading, the more your confidence is built. Reading builds self-esteem and confidence, and the more you read, the more you build. There's lots of power in words, and the more you read, the more you understand the power of words. Number 13, deal with reality and face your fears. To better face the realities of the current situation, it is important to develop coping and problem-solving skills to understand your position. We can be confident when we face our fears, when we have walked through the underlying issues. This includes, for example, talking and writing about our fears and making our fears more manageable through creating and following through with the plan. When in doubt, just do it. I have had countless successes in my life. Don't let anyone tell you that you aren't. When you do something, be confident about it. This is a real world assignment. You will have to use your brain. When your brain gets flooded with adrenaline, your body has a hard time processing it. It's to do anything to help you get through it. So to cope with fear, adrenaline is released and your brain starts to prepare your body for the worst. Number 14, don't compare yourself with others and encourage others. You are not perfect. You will never be perfect. It's a fact. There will be times when you make mistakes or don't accomplish something as quickly or as easily as you would have liked. It can be hard to feel good about yourself when you're not where you want to be. But comparing your current state to where you want to be, or where you thought you would be, can make you feel worse. There's always going to be pressure to look good and do well, but there are ways to build confidence even if you're not where you want to be. Make a plan and remind yourself of the ways you're working hard. Have you ever noticed that other people seem to have more confidence than you? Or that you feel really shy around strangers, but come into your own once someone gets to know you better? There are all sorts of things we feel like we should do more of, or be more like other people. But being likable is so much more than being someone else. You're a unique person with your own strengths, vulnerabilities, and dreams. So you are your friend and colleagues. Everyone is on the journey to find their own unique path. The only person you can control is yourself. Number 15. Put emphasis on solutions rather than problems. Have you ever noticed that when something goes wrong, everyone immediately starts talking about the problem without offering any solutions? This is a major red flag for me because it usually means that people are more focused on their problems than on finding solutions. When people focus on the problems, that prevents you from finding out the real root cause of the problem, which is why I like to focus more on the solutions. Confidence is an inside job. It's a choice we have to make to feel good about ourselves. It's a feeling of being strong and capable. It's the belief that we can accomplish anything. When we feel confident, we tend to solve problems and tackle challenges at the moment. A confident person doesn't see problems as challenges to be overcome. They see them as opportunities to be improved. Confident people focus on solving problems, not avoiding them. This approach makes them much more likely to achieve their goals and much less likely to get stuck. Always remember, to build confidence, you have to believe in yourself. There are many steps you can take to build your confidence. If you commit these practices to your life,